Okay, so here's the dilemma. It's really late, I'm really hungry, and I haven't had dinner yet, and I want to have dinner. Manx, what are you doing? Look at this. So that's a problem, we don't want to cook. We don't want to cook because that takes ages, and it's late, and we just want our dinner, don't we? Well, not you, you've had yours, I need mine. So, I'm going to do something that I'm going to call cooking, but not really. The great thing about that is it takes 0 skill. We don't have to use the stovetop or the oven, because once you include those, then it counts as cooking, and that's lame. Microwave though, A-okay, that's the magic ingredient right there. I'm going to show you how this is done. First, you gotta see what exists. What are you doing? You're gonna help. So, I mean, immediately, leftover fridge chicken. That's gonna be the main thing. That's gonna take care of most of this for us. Oh, also there's half a chicken in there. That'll work. I mean, that's 75% of the meal right there. And better yet, it's RSPCA approved roast chicken. That means the RSPCA says that this chicken is fine to eat. You don't have to feel bad about it because this deserved to die. Oh shit. Mix! What are you doing? What is that? What are you doing in here? If you don't get out of the fridge, I'm gonna have you for dinner. How about that? Boy? Okay, cool. That's a breakfast food. We can just... Fuck that shit. How about... What is this? Fancy rice. Alright, we gotta work this out. So first thing we're gonna need is a plate, because food needs to exist on a tangible yet portable surface. It's like a little table, but you can take it places. Oh god, this is the part that gets icky. So I'm just gonna destroy this. The fleshy strips. Oh, the skin. It's not only gross and icky, it's cold. It's cold and it's making my fingertips really chilly. And it's just an uncomfortable time. Cooking is an uncomfortable time. What is this? Is this even chicken? Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to make sure there's no bony bones. I don't want to eat chicken bones. That can kill you. Oh, there's a bit in there that's like, it's like jelly. It's like chicken jelly. Why is it when you put chicken in the freezer in a plastic sack, there's a buildup of chicken jelly? It's just, what the, it's just disgusting. Can you eat chicken jelly? Can you drink it? Is there more okay. We're gonna remove the whole, oh, the chicken jelly got on the, this is what I'm talking about. Whoa, what is this bit? Yuck. This is just foul. I mean, foul. Because it's a bird. The chicken's a bird. At the end of the day, what am I doing here? I'm playing with a carcass. This is a carcass. Okay. It's groovy. I think we're all chickened up. That's a lot of chicken. That's an obscene amount of chicken. You can't just eat a mound of chicken, so we have to chef this somehow and make this make sense. First things first, we gotta put the bag full of dead chicken bones back in the fridge, even though there's no meat left in there, for a housemate or yourself to find at a later date and be annoyed by. What are we doing here? Fancy rice. So what we're gonna do, turn this into a chicken donut, get the chicken to the edges, like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Chicken donut. Get the fancy rice. Put a fancy rice in the center. See, that's already really creative. That's not empty. I leave no kernel behind. This is a rice-friendly household. Mix the fancy rice out into the edges a little bit. I want to interact with the chicken. The chicken flesh is going to absorb extra flavor from the fancy rice. The fancy rice. Okay, microwave. Put it in there. Yeah. And auto cook for 1 minute. Pantries are a godsend for not cooking. You just find stuff and just use it creatively. That's really the trick. Cereal's not going to work. I've tried that. That was a colossal mistake. Okay, we got something. It's a packet of swoop. I don't know how long this has been here because I can't remember ever buying chicken noodles recently. Oh dear lord. This noodle's expiry date is the 30th of November 2018. I'm assuming the expiry date on a pack of noodles is just a suggestion and not a hard and fast rule. This is done. Oh, it's steamy. Ow, it's burning my... Oh, yeah. Okay, microwave safe bowl. Noodle boys. Where's the flavor? It's meant to be... Ooh, flavor satchel. I like the whole concept of flavors coming in packets. That's really great. Oh, that's really hard. That's 2-year expiry hard noodles right there. That seems to work. When in doubt, abuse your noodles. You don't want to smash them all in little bits because you want them to be noodly still, like little dangly noodly nudes. So you can wiggle them around a fork and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Fork. Make sure they're all nice and wet. If you do little quick stabs and little flicky scoops, it'll make it feel like you're actually like cooking, being a cook, like a real cook guy. Like you learned that in some like fancy cooking school where they treat cooking like fencing, and it's like little utensils and they're just doing little delicate things, and fuck them. Center of the microwave so it gets even heat distribution. It's coming along nicely. This plate of ridiculous bullshit. In the meantime, so you can't stop being creative. You gotta keep adding to it and make it more of a meal, like a fancy meal. There we go. We don't have any greens or vegetables involved in this yet. It's just basically a plate of freaking flesh. Avocado. That's like unhealthy now. Hello, 2-minute noodles. See, here we go. That's right. This is cooking. I need to distribute this avocado. It's covered in Glad wrap to keep it fresh. It doesn't actually look fresh at all. But let's just pretend it is. The Glad wrap is now our plate. It's a bit gooby. What the hell do I do with it? I'm just gonna put it in. I didn't really think this through, I'm gonna be honest. As per usual, we'll rewrap that in the plastic and we'll put that back in the fridge for some reason. Yeah. What are we doing here? Let's just... Oh god, touching avocado with your fingers is not a pleasant experience. Oh, all the fancy rice sticking to the avocado. I just want it to be pretty. Pretty means good. Quality food is how it looks, not how healthy or how tasty it is. One of the things that Jamie Oliver doesn't teach you. One of the bedrocks of chefdom. Okay, noodles. Let's just... Well, that's watery. It's a watery nude. We're gonna go with very little broth. Obviously, sieve. Easiest way to do it. You just do that. But if you don't own a sieve, or that's just not how you roll, just get a fork right there on the lip. Just do that. Although, if you're a little bit paranoid as I am about accidentally dropping half your noodles in the sink, one thing you can do with the fork trick is put a sieve underneath, just in case, and off you go. Pretty useful trick if you don't have a sieve, even though I have a sieve. Okay, now we get to flavor the nudes. Oh, this is supposed to be a powder. Now it's clay. You know what? Clay is still edible. The flavor powder is a flavor rock. If I can just shove it in. Just maybe the heat and the moisture will deactivate rock mode, de-evolve it back into a nice beefy powder. Get back in there. The noodles are going brownish, so I guess it is absorbing beef essence out of this piece of 2018 beef brick. Main event. Made this little divot here. We'll just add some nudes to the center. Get some of this beef rocks out. Is there a nude left behind? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Appears to be a 5-star Michelin dinner. There's greens, there's meats, there's a pile of 2-year-old carbs. Still not done. Needs more fancy. Okay, we're going back to the fridge. Parmesan cheese. That's a nice little final garnish. Some condiments on the side. What is this? Organic crushed garlic. Something spicy. Mild American mustard. That's pretty much only useful for hot dogs. Ooh, unless... Okay, yeah, let's just experiment with that. Okay, well, here we go. Oh, yes. Sprinkle a little bit of cheese. I don't know, by Parmesan standards, this might be more than a little bit. But I want it to look like a snow-capped hilltop. Yeah, that's nice. Now this I'm not too sure about. This might be a step too far, but better to go too far than live your life a coward. Oh. Why did water come out of that? Is there an expiry date on this? Fuck's sake. 2018 as well. So I'm gonna assume, like with the noodles, that the expiry date is also more of a suggestion. Let's get up. Yes, there's actual mustard in there, but we're gonna just drizzle the edges. Drizzle is a word they use in fine gourmet cooking. It's really pretty.
It's an absolute pile of nonsense, but at least I made it look somewhat presentable. So, I mean, bon appetit, I guess.
Hang on.
The center is very bare. Needs sort of a centerpiece, like a star on the top of the Christmas tree is what I'm talking about. I think I might be out of ideas with this lot, unless I get really off book.
Mr. Arnott's can help us out. I mean, hell, we took a chance at the mustard. Why not go all the way, right? Nice. Arnott's chocolate bicky. It's just centerpiece that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Could use a little bit of a drizzle of its own, but we don't want to use the cheese again. We don't want to use the cheese again because that's just ridiculous. We'll stay on the Arnott's tip. On a Shapes biscuit. Let's just destroy that. And then just kind of drizzle it on the top and around like that.
Yas! That's just funky.
Should we do a taste test?
I want to mount it on the wall to eat it.
And I think we're gonna call this one Too Much Chicken and Some Other Stuff. Yeah, that sounds about right. This hasn't quite been cooking. This has been cooking, but not really. And yet it still took goddamn forever. That is a absolute clusterfuck of flavors. If all goes well, then you're welcome. And if it doesn't, and I die, then you can use this footage as evidence. Give it directly to the lead investigator / officer at the scene, and they'll know what to do with it. Good luck, me.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. What? It's the way it's hazy. You gotta do the cooking by the book. Then you'll have a...
Break it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up.